A PG&E technician was called out to replace the old meter after employees found the device burned up.
Basically an explosion. Well, the meter was laying on the ground, and well, the face part of the meter, the part that gives you the numbers and all that, was laying on the ground, and the rest of it was still hooked up.
You can see the meter on the ground. Employees say that the faceplate blew off and the whole meter was blackened. Even the electrical box was blackened by what seemed to be an electrical short, which posed a question among employees about the safety of the meter.
It didn't look safe. I mean, how safe is it? You know, they're putting all these smart meters on. How safe are these to the families? I don't feel safe at all. I've got one of them on my house. I wish they'd just come and take it off.
We contacted PG&E, who told us they're not aware of any smart meters catching fire or blowing up. However, the PG&E technician told the employee that he had replaced at least 15 meters around town because of the same problem they had.
I mean, this here, it makes me think twice about PG&E's safety records, you know. How many houses have actually burned because of these meters?
We have new information tonight on a controversy that we first told you about last week. Smart electricity meters. Some people told us that they are disrupting their sleep. In fact, one woman says it's doing a lot more than that. Our Lisa Lee Kelly is live now in Mason with more. Lisa?
Seeing the public outcry against these new smart meters is growing louder. Here in the Valley, SRP has already installed more than 600,000 of these smart meters. Now you ask, what are the smart meters? These are wireless devices which transmit your electricity usage back to SRP. And while SRP insists the meters are safe, not everyone is thrilled with the new technology. Mesa resident Lonnie Rosser says she began having health problems almost immediately after SRP installed her smart meter.
That they're on your house, you're exposed to them 24/7 with no relief from these signals going through the human body.
It's like putting a cell phone on the outside of your house, and that cell phone, that digital meter, will transmit information it collects about your electricity usage to the utility.
Now, I spoke on the phone earlier today with the mayor of Capitola, California. That municipality, he told me, recently voted on a moratorium to halt the installation of the smart meters until they can be proven to be safe. You can expect to hear more on this debate. For now, we're live. I'm Lisa Lee Kelly, CBS 5 News, telling it like it is.
Now new at 6, taking a stand against smart meters. A marina landlord is so against the controversial meters, he put up this cage to keep them away. Now, the number of people speaking out against smart meters may not be new news to you, but the extent this marina man has gone to will give you an idea of how strongly some people really feel about the issue. Central Coast News reporter Alex Snyder explains.
Toby Cecil is the property manager at Marina Meadows Apartments. He is so against smart meters that he did something drastic. Property managers have put up 32 of these cages over their existing gas and electric meters so that PG&E can't get access to them and switch them out with the new smart meter. And Cecil has his reasons.
There's so much radiation that would happen in this location with 142 meters that we have here. It would almost cook everybody.
And Nina Beatty is against smart meters too. She considers herself a local health advocate, spending time researching the health impact of smart meters.
Some of the reports are heart arrhythmia, extreme dizziness, nausea, flu-like symptoms, memory problems and other cognitive problems, insomnia, some very serious issues.
But illness is not the only concern. That's the sound Cecil says smart meters make 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And with 142 meters, that's enough to drive the 70 families who live here crazy. In the end, Cecil says he's just doing his job.
We are trying to protect them against PG&E smart meters. And that's why we put our cages here, is to show and tell PG&E that we don't want smart meters here. And we're trying to protect the families of our complex.
I spoke with PG&E today, and they said they have no plans to put smart meters at the Marina Meadows apartment complex anytime in the near future, and that Cecil's cages are okay as long as they're not locked and the meters are still accessible during times of emergency. But Cecil doesn't care when PG&E says smart meters are due to arrive. He says those cages aren't coming down if there's any possibility smart meters will be installed. I'm Alex Snyder in Marina, your Central Coast News.
All right, again, as Alex mentioned, Cecil also says that he spoke with Marina Fire Chief Harold Kelly, who told him that the cages are fine as long as they are accessible. New information right now on a smart meter moratorium in Capitola. The City Council approved an emergency ban on smart meter installations at last night's council meeting. The council says they want PG&E to create an opt-out option before they lift the ban. Central Coast News is going in-depth with PG&E to hold an experiment with the controversial smart meters. We're testing the new devices against the old analog system. We put them side by side to see how they compare. Today, we've got the 13th and final electric bill for you. Central Coast News reporter Brooke Holmquist has been crunching the numbers on the test since day one. She's joining us live with the final results.
That's
Brooke?
right. Mark, I got all the tests over the last 3 months right here from our smart meter test, and let's find out the final week's results first before the totals. For week 13, the smart meter is reading 2.9 kilowatt hours more than the analog meter. Remember, this is a small family home and it's not using a large amount of electricity, but there is an additional cost of 85 cents this week. Now, the 3-month grand total shows the smart meter has read 37 kilowatt hours more. And during this entire test, the smart meter has cost about an extra $10.76. Now, PG&E will be joining us next Wednesday for a question center, and we'll talk with them more about the smart meter test and its results. Also, we want to look more into the difference in usage at different hours. Brooke Holmquist, your Central Coast News.